If you're pooping alone, you're doing it wrong. Don't poop alone, poop with friends. It's the number 2 show.
Well, welcome to the very first episode of the number 2 show. I'm your host, Johnny. This is the only show made by people on the toilet, for people on the toilet. I'm here with my first guest, the incredible, the gorgeous John Paul Coulter.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Of course.
I'm so excited to have you here. I'm so excited to finally be making this. You know, you've followed along as I've built this whole set, and to actually have the first guest in the set sitting here talking to me it's trippy. But it's incredible.
It's a long time coming. It's a little surreal to be here. I'm just very honored and proud and humbled to be your first guest.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you can't pick anybody better than you because you got the glorious beard going on.
It is glorious.
You
It's
know,
award-winning.
It is award-winning. That's right. You're a brand ambassador for Maestro's Classic.
Maestro's
You got
Classic.
the shirt on. So go check out Maestro's Classic. We're not sponsored, but, you know.
Not
It's a good
yet.
company. Not yet, that's right. Well, we're not here to talk about this excellent company. I'm trying to, get the ad juices rolling. Are you a loser with no beard at all? No.
He uses it for shampoo. See what happens?
Yeah.
And his pubes, he looks like Osama bin Laden's beard. So he's don't ask where he puts his Maestros.
Let's get into some questions. You've had a very storied history and past. You've done a lot of jobs and stuff. But your recent chapter in your life has been getting into films and acting and all that. So what have been some of your favorite experiences on set?
Some of my favorite experiences on set is when I make a suggestion and the director's like, I love that. Oh, yeah, do that. I like it when people say to me, man, it was such a pleasure having you on set. This was so great. And that's, when you put as much time into your craft, whatever it is, it feels good to get that accolade. It feels great to get paid, but it feels so much better to be recognized for your talents.
Absolutely.
And that's I really enjoy that part of it.
Well, how'd you get into the whole acting part? Because you used to be a truck driver, right?
31 years. The only state I've never been in is Alaska. I got injured, my right leg. I had a very severe bacterial infection that they don't know how I got it, but it laid me up. I was in the hospital and home health care for just about 8 months. And it was really scary for me and my wife. And then when I got out, the trucking company was unethical. I had just turned 50, and I told my wife, I can't go back to driving. I am so tired of being just a pair of gloves. I was tired of it. It was time for me to do what I should have been doing my whole life. And my wife is an artist, and she inspired me because my New Year's resolution was always to lose weight and stop cursing, but I love donuts way too much. That's my thing. Donuts, pizza, I'm a sweets guy. I took voiceover lessons, and then she found me a voiceover guy who nobody knows who Chuck McKibben is, but everybody knows his work. He was the executive audio engineer and producer for Mel Blanc. So when Mel was being bugs in the booth, Chuck was working the board.
Wow.
And he started me on my voiceover career, which was pretty lucrative. I did pretty well with it. And then I turned into stand-up, and I'd have people coming up to me, you've got such a presence on stage. I want you in my movie. I want you in my play. I want to shoot you for my commercial. You're this, you're that. I really enjoy acting. It's a different character all the time, and I enjoy it. I really do. And I've had some really good successes with it. And I love it. It's what I was meant to do.
Absolutely. You have such a wonderful, like you said, a presence, and you command a room when you come in. So it's been awesome. You know, I've seen a couple things that you've done. He was on Impractical Jokers. You may have seen John on if you watch Impractical
Season
Jokers.
8, episode 26.
You'll see more of John than you want to see because there was a shower scene involved.
I'm sexy and I know it.
Hey, big guy. Is this thing gas powered?
Nah, baby. That's electric.
What advice would you have for like a young actor or any age actor? Because I mean, you transitioned into it later in life.
There is no rule 2. You can't say, well, the first rule of acting, the second rule of acting, this isn't Fight Club. Everything is rule 1. You need to be on time. First rule of acting is you need to be in wardrobe. First rule of acting is you need to know your lines. First rule of acting is you need to be early. First rule of acting is get out of the way. You're not the superstar. Until you become the superstar, Tom Cruise can do what he wants. Tom Cruise tells people what movies he's making. I can't do that. So when they say to me, we're shooting this scene, and I take up a little bit of real estate, I get out of the way. Image is top thing. Thick skin is top thing, number 1 rule. You know, the number 1 rule, and we were just talking about it prior to the show, everyone has a crazy roommate in their head that's telling you you're too old, you're too fat, your beard's too long, you're never going to make it. You have to take that crazy roommate and kick her out and go for it. Everything is rule number 1. Everything is rule number 1.
That's why he's the number 1 guest.
That's why I'm the number 1 guest.
There you go. Right on. I dig it. Well, thank you for that excellent advice.
If you're pooping alone, you're doing it wrong. Don't poop alone, poop with friends. It's the number 2 show.